I don't know, but I'm gonna find out and tell you so. Anyway, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah, and this is the message that the Lord God hath given unto me to give unto you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Now that's Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. But I want to tell you to read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. But the prophecy starts with Haggai, and the Lord God tells the rebel, hey, Zerubbabel, I'm going to use you as a city. Now that city have gone forth. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, I shall send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. The Lord whom you seek shall certainly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in, behold, he shall come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Behold, I shall send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the hearts of the children back to the father hearts back to the children. Least I come and strike the earth with a curse, all of voice. The apocalypse has begun. No, we're not going to stop there. Malachi chapter 4, verse. So you got to go to where, man. God revealed so many different secrets and mysteries unto me. And we're not obeying the voice. We're not keeping the command. We're doing like we want to do. Yeah. No, man, these t-shirts, and they don't make it like they used to. They used to have a t-shirt, that collar be way up there, choking. They used to call them chokers. Not no more. Not no more. Anyway. Dream on last night. Was attacked. Forgot all about the attack. Till Belteshazzar remind me of something. I said, oh man, sleep paralysis. When them demons, then that demon, I think it was the devil himself. That's what I think it was. No, I could. As time go on, you increase in power, increase in knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and you increase in what you see and how you see it. Yeah. Sleep paralysis come on you when you be so tired and sleeping and you be trying to fight it sometime. And so I went and laid down in that bed, and before I knew it, I was asleep. I don't think I had said no prayers or anything. I think I just came and put me to sleep. And so while I was asleep, then I look out the corner of my eye, and then I could see him. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the same one, because this one was big. They'd be black, and this one back and big, and oh man, can't remember all of it. But I know he attacked me. So when he attacked me, I started calling up on Jesus, fighting and calling up on Jesus at the same time. Right, roll out the bed. Now remember, this in the spirit world. So I roll out the bed. So when I roll out the bed, because you be fighting this, it be real. It's not nothing. It be real. Now I was fighting with him real, and I roll out the bed, and I was fighting him and calling on Jesus at the same time. Next thing I know, I wake up. I'm in the bed. Now it was the real deal. No, you know how it is, because when I say you know how it is, those who know, they know. And because to be real, you think that those who have out of body experience that. Put it that way. They know it's real. Demons be real attacking you. Then after it's over, they want to make you think like you just was dreaming. Nah, I wasn't dreaming. Right, I rolled on the side of the bed. Come on. Kept on fighting with it. Kept on fighting with it. And then next thing you know, when I came out of it, I was in the bed. Yeah, like I was in the bed all the time, which I knew I was not in that bed all the time. Some things when you wake up and say, man, that felt like that was real. And it was real. And then I just rolled over. I laughed. I chuckled a little bit. And I just laughed. Because I know you can't defeat me. Man, Satan can't do y'all nothing, man. Y'all with all that foolishness, man. Let's leave it alone then. Because he can't do y'all nothing. Y'all doing it to yourself. Remember, God, just like Eli posted that yesterday, God have never given power. God have never given Satan power over man. Eli posted that yesterday. Right. You know, I saw Eli dream about the three dragons. I know it's that in scriptures, but they ain't a cover stone who was talking about it. Yeah, he was talking about it. You know, they're going to put out that false narrative. They've been doing that. Let's go. Have mercy upon me, O Lord God of all. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of. Give me. Let me go back to it. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us, and send that fear upon the nations, upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against a strange nation, let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, be thou magnified amongst them before us. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God but thou, O God. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, and destroy the enemy. Make the time short. Remember that covenant. Remember that covenant. And let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escape be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite and son the heads of the ruler of the heathen that say, there's no other but we. Gather all the tribe of Jacob together and harry them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that are called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, the holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward those that wait for thee, and let their prophets be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servant according to the blessing of Aaron over that people, that all that dwell upon the earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. I was Joyce Meyer this morning. That's old. No. Same old thing, same old lies. I think about it, I tell you. No, she went to, she took something from out, from the King James Version. And then she went to the other version they had. And then she went to the NIV version. Right, because it sounds good. Yeah. Because we already know. We already know what it is. Well, anyway, it's in Proverbs. Well, you know how many people going to hell, and she bragging about it. And she brag about how many people she bringing to hell with her. Yeah, she brag about it. But they don't think they're going to hell because they're listening to her. Men and women, they have more women in the audience do they have men, but a lie is a lie. Right? Because I heard it this morning. Then the app I finished listening to her. John is scam. All right. That's where you go at and promote their books and whatever they're doing on John is scam. All right. No, because I'm saying people you're looking at, I'm saying people might have to be tried by the fire. They're saying, well, I'm saying people that might be tried by when the wicked one comes. All right, I'll just let you know. People love that money. Yeah. Let's go. No. Why are they doing it? Now I heard Elon Musk this morning. Now then, it wasn't him, it was other people talking about he's gonna start charging $8 for a month for the Twitter account. The litmus test. So he testing out. Well, if it goes, is to be successful with him on Twitter, he's gonna start doing it all across all social media. Gonna start doing it. Might not cost you $8, but they're gonna charge you something. Right. Anyway. No, I can easily see that. I can easily see that. Greedy dogs not having enough. No, God already got it for us. All right. Don't be surprised if you get a text. We would like you to come in. We would like you to come on our platform. Any price, give it to us. Tell us anything, any price, and we will give you that price. Just come back on the platform. Anyway. Let's go. There go Hooter. They ain't gonna change, bro. Because they had Benjamin Netanyahu, he trying to get back in office. Then they had because like I told you, Donald Trump was riding a red horse. And now I see more into it. Because since he didn't submit to the victory that Joe Biden had, now all of them doing it. Esau doing that all the way across the board. None of them submitting to defeat. Yeah, they're doing it in Brazil and other places. Wherever Esau is at, they're not submitting to it. Yeah, that's what they're doing. And God showed me something else. The power of Israel. Because if you go read who the Hamites are, don't go all the way to the curse of go to the curse of Father Noah over the Hamites. Then you can easily see it. Don't look back then, look at it now, right now today, who could that people be? And if you look at who could that people, who they are, then you can see that it's happening right now today, and then you'll see who the Hamites are. Because of course, you can go to Father Joseph, and Father Joseph tell you that who the Hamites are, because they were wheels in the land of Hamites. But there are other people out there are Hamites also, and definitely they are in slavery. They are enslaved, right? Another thing too, when you start, because Most High gave it to me this morning. If you start looking at it and see, because they would have been wiped out. Only thing saved them from being wiped out was Israel, because Israel would put slaves into their land. So when Israel was put as slave in their land, stopped them from being wiped out. Because that's what he told me in the audible voice. I have given them Israel. And we like to put God in a box, but God is not in a box. He's God. He's eternal. He's almighty, omnipotent. All right. Omnipotent. All right, and so when you stop doing that, then he can really reveal himself unto you in different things we see in prophecy and how they come into pass. I can do it, just tell it to you. The one got to go seek and search it out. To turn and bless thee and keep thee. Well, you know how you seek and search it out. We don't seek and search it out as they do. The Lord God say, you ask me concerning my son, or ask me. All right. The Eternal bless thee and keep thee. Eternal make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Eternal lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Because I was a damn fool. I wanted the Most High to do things for me, and I didn't want to do nothing for him. And when it came down for him, because like he told me, I just asked you to do this one thing. You can't do this one thing for me after all I have done to you. This is audible voice. And so, no, so when it comes down today, I wanted him to do everything for me, but I didn't want to do nothing. No, when it came down for me doing something else, something for him, well, that was done. We were at the cross. Yeah, we under grace. We under mercy. Right. And damn what God said. So, so I wanted him to do stuff for me, and I didn't want to do nothing he said because that's why when you ask him to show and do things, well, that's why you don't get it because you're not doing now. Well, you want me. Well, let's just be honest. Let's be for real with it. You want me to give you X amount of whatever, but you don't want. I ask you to obey my voice, keep my commandments, my statutes, and my judgment. Right? You don't do that, then you get sick, then you go to God. Yeah, God, I've been praying to you. Why you didn't heal me? Why you didn't do this for me, God? And all you got to say, all you got to ask, what did you do? Did you obey my voice? Did you keep my commandments? Did you keep my holy covenant? You're going to say, what can you say? No, because you're going behind Christianity, what they say to do. You ain't going by what he told you to do. You're not. You're not going behind what he told you to do. And you're going that's what you're doing. You're going, and you want him to still bless you. Even though you're not doing nothing he said do, you run behind Christianity, pastor, preacher, teacher, everything of Zazel, you have all that, and you still want the Most High to do what you ask him to do. Man, come on, bro. And just like asking your mom, dad, your parents, and coming out, I know, Mom, I gotta have it. No, Mom, I really need this, Mom. Oh, come on. Dad, Mama won't do it for me. I gotta have it. Daddy, you see it? Ooh, I gotta have that. And Dad said, well, how many times you clean up your room? Did you go out there and clean up that garage? Did you cut the yard? You haven't done anything they asked you to do. But yet still you want them to continue on doing stuff. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm just telling you what's going on. All right. Let's go. I say, Eternal bless thee and keep thee. Eternal make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Eternal lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy might. No, I had that was the first dream I told you I was fighting with the demon and devil. Now I seen him. Because when that sleep paralysis take over, you know how it takes over you. I don't care what they say about that. You know how when it takes over, because when it takes over you, you can hear everything, you can see everything, but you don't have no power. You can't move. Sometimes you can't even open up your mouth and say anything. Sometimes, right? And then sometimes you open the mouth, you don't say the right thing. You don't call upon Jesus. You try and say, oh, help me, somebody, please help me, try and get out this. No, that's right. But when you get in and you start calling upon Jesus, it won't be long before you get out of it. And so I did that. And I saw him out the corner of his eye. And then when I did that, I knew it was him, but so when I called upon the Lord, when I called upon Jesus, I was able to tussle with him, roll out the bed and me and fighting On the side of the bed, me and him fighting. Yeah. See the dark spirit, see the darkness in him and everything. That's all you see, the darkness. He won't let you get a good look at it. All you can do is see the shape of that darkness, the outline of that darkness. And boy, me was on the side of that bed fighting. That's what we were doing, throwing blows. Yeah. But now steadily fighting him, steadily calling upon Jesus. Right. And then after he left, I was in the bed. And then I come out of it. Yeah, you know how you come out of it. You really been in it. And you come out of it. I just laughed. Did a little chuckle. And rolled over, went to sleep for real. That time. Yeah. No, I mean, I know why you mad and upset. You should know why you mad and upset. So how it been? Yeah, it's this how it been since you've been listening to the Most High God and got out of Christianity and got all that foolishness out your life. How has it been? So now you know why he's mad at you. Because he don't have no more control over you. You know that he doesn't have power over you. All right. I'm just letting it. Yeah. I saw a solid state. It was small at first. Next time I saw it, it was grown inside. We had this, I told you this a dream we had, no, we had a dream like this last year. Now remember I said last year, we don't do like they do. Like carry and tell you the new year start in January. We know that's a lie. So when I say last year, that's from last year. I told you about the solid state. Well, it might be 2 years old. That's how I felt that time gone by. Has gone by, well, whatever you want to see. Because I saw a solid state. I told you this once before. When we was coming, we had the solid state transistors. Yeah. What can I tell you? Look at it, you can see it. They got it might be on the back of I'm trying to see what it could be on the back of. What device you can see it on and see it real clear on. Besides a transistor radio or something like that. And you can see that silver on the back of it, and it's like one, but it's really many. It's many. Well, it'll be like a computer, but it'd be solid. Everything be solid on it. And so the first time I saw it was a good size. But the next time I saw that thing was huge. It hadn't grown. The solid state. Yeah. 4x8, something like that, or 8x8. That's how large it was. Solid state. So that's what I saw. All right. Now let's see what Jared talking about. I got another dream from yesterday. I didn't see about T.G. Jakes. I was in the car listening to it live, and I remember my dad was driving. So you're not in charge. And the live was two men. They was talking with the L trying to be smart. And just by the way, they greeted everyone in the chat, and was a clear sign that we were on the left-hand path. And your dad might, because sometimes your dad represent God, the Most High, Lord God. I mean, represent that sometimes. Sometimes it represent. So this might be different. This might be represent God in charge. All right. Let's see. Doing that, I had an open vision. I look out. Oh, you got a dream inside a vision. Oh, that's good. I like those. Doing that, I had an open vision. I look out the car window. I saw a huge bomb exploded in red. Man. And I saw it was going to happen to Egypt. All right, I just read that. Because, oh man, that's where I was supposed to go at. I saw that yesterday. No, I saw that yesterday. We're gonna have to change. All right. No, I can go to it. But because Egypt represents our slavery. Remember, because that's easy. All you gotta do is go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, and say, I will send you back in Egypt this time, but in chains. So what you was in Egypt, so that what that represent. Right. And I already told you a song, Bye Bye America Bye. All right. And I saw a huge bomb exploded in red, and I saw this is going to happen to Egypt, but there was an American White House building in front of the explosion. And it was also at nighttime. So I don't know. Well, I don't know what book Jared finished reading. I don't know. All right. I wait till you finish reading the books. I'll tell him about it. And then the vision stopped, and I opened back on the live, and the elder caused 2 minutes foolishness that it was the rosters. I knew was pulling the same chant, and they said Chahaya, Yahaya, Chahaya, Yahaya. And the elder said that's how you know they are on the left hand pass. Next thing I knew I'm not driving. There are some hard turns. And there was a turn so tight that I thought I was going to hit the side of the car and crash. And I said, but don't crash. I know God is with me. So God was driving. Yeah. As I say, sometimes you have vision and you know that it's God. When it represent your God. When it say dad, right? You say dad, but sometimes represent your father. Your father is God. That's why I say we have to see. All right. No, because the first part of the dream, I read that again this morning. Bathshua all through read it again this morning. So we was talking about that. So now, all right. No, we're gonna have to start putting him in the conversation. Eli. Next thing I knew I was driving. Because he have done something. I don't know what he done was the right thing he did though. Next thing I know I was driving. See that? He was in charge. And there were some hard turns, and there was a turn so tight, I thought I was going to hit the side of the car and crash. I said, if I don't crash, I know God is with me, and I didn't. Even hit the side of the car during the turn, even though it was super tight, that turn, I was about 1 inch away from the wall. God is with me. I knew I had to park my car somewhere to take a break from driving, so I saw the train track. And I grabbed the spot where I could park. No, it's good for him. It's not good when you see a train is coming. That's good for him. That's not good for nobody. Those who not of the Most High, it's not good for them. All right. So I saw a train track. I'm not gonna read it all. I know it. I'm gonna tell him where it's at. He can go read it. Because we already know where it's at. Yeah. It's already coming. All right. Let's see then. Let's see then. Yeah, let's just look and see. They don't want me to read it now. Honestly. No, because even though Elon Musk them gonna start charging $8, $4, $2, or whatever a month, where they're always gonna have a free site for the poor and the innocent, because God had made that. Because God told you the poor you should have what you always. Right, and the poor is the one who keep things going. Wouldn't be for poor people. Elon Musk wouldn't have what he have. No one would have what they have. It wouldn't be for the poor and innocent people. Right. So I don't worry about it. So let them do what they want to do. You'll see. You'll see. Because you have to always go back to what God did to me. God used a man's own brilliance to trap himself. God uses man's own brilliance to trap himself. Still, me going into a field that I know my field of expertise, I didn't do that. So I go in a field that I only know a little bit about. Yep, and God chastised me with that. Yeah, made me waste a whole lot of funds, a whole lot of money. Yeah. That's a way of chastising and showing me. Because when you do things when you're young, God teaching you while you're young. So when you get older, you'll know better. And you have experience on your side. So you won't fall into those traps. Yeah. Anyway, because He's preparing you for something that He wants you to do. And something because when you're young, you're doing your own way, doing your own will and stuff, and you're going to fail. You're going to fail. All right. Anyway, I knew I had to park the car somewhere to take a break from driving, so I saw a train track, a grassy spot where I can park. I was going knuckle back the side of my bumper, nicked the back side of my bumper on some rock. He nicked the back side of the bumper on some rock that was in the grass. But I am not sure if it was scratched. But no. But I then am able to park the car. Also, I was driving really fast, and when I was driving, and I remember seeing someone in a commercial truck, like a puzzle, look at me puzzled while I was out of my car trying to look to see if I had scratched my car. From what I remember, I didn't see a scratch, and then I go back. And I go back in the car, and my dad is in the driver's seat. And I was listening to live still, and I had to say it to someone that I knew the people who interrupt the live, and there was the roster. And I knew then my dad asked me if he could play a song. All right. No, the rosters, they coming, so don't even worry about it. Because they're going to come with noise and what they think they know, but we coming with the power of Jesus. That's what we coming with. We're not just coming with words alone. We're coming with the power that comes along with how we live. Yeah. A song I say because I had a headphone ready to listen to live, and he played the song Jailhouse Rap. Fat Boy. Yeah, I remember driving on. I saw the music video. One of the group members in the old 80s style music video. DJ Table dressed up as an old man from a prop. He was obviously, though still a young man, dressed up as an old man. Then I woke up. All right. I don't know. It could be. All right. No, he could have put a curse up on him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember the Fat Boys. And they had on the prison uniforms. Yeah. I remember that. All right. Now, I don't remember exactly how that video went, but they made a movie also about it. Yeah. Where they accused them of doing something that they wasn't doing. And that was a big setup that Esau had done against them. They busted all up. All right. No, I don't know. We know all this is going to happen. I read that this morning. We're going to go through some of it anyway. Because he brought back what I was supposed to do, and I didn't. I forgot. And I asked God to give it to me before I came on the line. And I post Judah and what George the Liar talking about. this one thing, I'm going to post all that. Each man steal from his neighbor. I'm not going to do that. I also had experience before 12 o'clock prayer. I felt drunk on the spirit. That was good. Like I was half asleep and half awake. And my ministering angel, he told me about something I don't remember clearly, but it was responding back to him in the spirit. I was calling up on Jesus. I felt my spirit. I was speaking, saying Jesus in the spirit. That's all I remember from the experience. All right. Now I was fighting with the devil, calling up on Jesus. Yeah. All right. Now before drunk in the spirit, I know I had them. All right. The man in the video was honoring a remaining member of the group that's still alive. Each on those men died from heart and respiratory. Yeah, it's not all right. So you already know what's coming. Let's go. No, I was in I'm going there. I was watching TD Jake preaching with a blue suit on, that Israeli blue suit, the same color suit that the gruesome Tuesday John Hagee wear. And then tell bless the Israeli people and God gonna bless you. That's a desired plan, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry, God showed it to me this morning. He showed me Israel. He showed me, because he said I have given them Israel. And so when you go there and look at the Hamites and find them out, and you say, man, because we are in every nation, kindred, and tongue. Israel. We are in every nation, kindred, and tongue. That's why they wasn't wiped out. Because when he said, because I've been waiting on this, because I asked God about Ephraim, because you know they always talk about Ephraim. And we got to remember our father Joseph was in the Hamites, because Ephraim, you know, they lived in Egypt. They was kings and prince of Egypt. Go read it, bro. It's right there. And then he said Jacob should be a fire, Joseph a flame, Esau a stubble. And then they tell you something about Ephraim, right? Because remember, Joseph was the king over Ephraim, over the Hamites. Yes, he was. So that we tell them. So they ain't gonna take hold of Jacob's coat. No, they gonna be a flame. They gonna be a flame. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. Because I didn't know either, and I wanted to know because you always speak of Ephraim, and they was the prince. They're of us, but there was also rulers in Egypt. Go read it, bro. Just read it. So anyway, he was preaching about marriages and breakup, about people receiving the spirit. He had a sheep in front when the spirit hit the woman. Like when the spirit hit the woman. So no, he was preaching on marriage and breakup, and then he was talking about how the spirit used to hit people and stuff like that. It was out, and I felt asleep watching him. Yeah, well, I was put to sleep watching him. And so I see him standing up on on the side where, by the way, you go up to the choir part or go up to the pool part, because a lot of people have the pool on top. And so he stand up with that suit on, and he have a sheet wrapped up. And so while he have the sheet wrapped up, he started talking about how they used to have the spirit back in the old days, and what he talking about, and how the women used to be lying down there, and when the women fall out from the spirit, they go and take and put the sheet over on top of while she's in there in the spirit. That's what he was talking about. Now, remember, this is a dream of vision that I had. And no. And I saw a man by a switch, and he was throwing the switch and going from one side to the other. Yeah. No, because when I saw that, it brought back another dream and vision that I had, where I had went in this yard and we went to this man that was a veteran, and he was in the house, but he never came to the door. I don't know if he was home or not, but he was a veteran and went in the yard and went to his apartment, but he wasn't there. You know how you have deja vu. And so, and then behind TDJ, had a man at a switch box, and he would go to the switch box and see what's wrong with that. Then they go back to the other switch box, then you see what was wrong with that. That was what he's doing. And TDJ was preaching. And then after we do that next scene, we go looking for the veteran. But the veteran never came to the door, but they have the glass door. And in the glass door, they have a box of pills. I could hear the pills shaking in the white bag. And so we leave out that. So when I leave out that, I come back. I come back to where T.G. Jakes at. Yeah. No, and I have two two little girls with me. I have two little girls with me. Yeah. And so we sit at this table. The table is a round table, but you know you have round table. T.G. Jakes sitting at the head of the table. But we coming in the table and we getting on the side of the booth like a bench side. He's sitting at a chair, but the table is round and it's stretched out on the side like a bench. Come on, man, y'all done got it. Most of the time they be square, but sometimes they have round tables like that, large round tables. And no, the tablecloth wasn't white. I want to say it was dark blue, but it was a dark color. And TGA still had on that, and I had the two virgins with me. And we slide in on the bench side. They didn't see that before. They didn't know you go to restaurants. Some restaurants have benches, right? So I slide on that side. All right. So as I slide on that side, and I couldn't tell. Uh, I couldn't tell who he was talking to. I couldn't tell who he was talking to, but I look at his eyes. Couldn't see no pupils or nothing in his eyes. His eye was that brownish red looking color, and you couldn't see the white eye. All that was turned. All that was turned to like that, the brownish red looking color. More brownish than I can't say bloodshot red because it wasn't that red. Like, well, maybe the color after blood dry up and it turn a kind of brownish color. So I can see that, but that's all he had. That's all he had in his eyes, and he had no, couldn't see no whites or nothing. And no, so I couldn't tell who he was talking to. The pupil was gone. The eyeball, the day brownish reddish color. And he asked, "Was the man?" Now he said the name of the man. Now I don't remember the name he said, but he said the man name. And he said, "Is he?" No, he said, "Is he and your mother still together?" But I couldn't see who he was talking to. Like you be looking at somebody and say, you looking, he looking straight. Remember, he had the head, and like you looking at the head, he looking straight, facing. His back was north, and his face in the south, but he was looking that way, and we could hear us coming, getting in on the side, but he didn't turn to see the children, nor did he turn to see me. And I'm wondering who he said. Would he say that? He asked him, say, no, he said, are you, he said the man's name, and he said, is he and your mama still together? After he said the man, now I forgot the man's name. I forgot what it started with. But I couldn't see or distinguish who he was talking to. So I asked him, so, are you talking to me? And he was looking at the two young children that was that was with me. Yeah. No, that's what I saw. No, his eyes was like, like no, they wasn't dark, they wasn't blacked out, they wasn't blacked out, but man, the video was on, man. No, it wasn't blacked out. It wasn't blacked out, but I couldn't. Because sometimes you see the demons and everything be black. No, fire red. Both eyes was fire red. Yeah, the pupils and everything gone. All you can see is, and at the eyes, they open up the eyes, all you see is fire. So this was different. He was like blinded. And I couldn't see, couldn't tell. Yeah. So that was the end of that dream. Yeah. Moses in the church preaching. He was preaching. And had on that rail is blue. Because that's a big false. It's a big false, man. God had already showed it to me. All right. Bless Israeli people and bless it. And they're going to bless. No, man. Oh, and Eli dream. No, because Eli dream is about the dragons. Now, you can find that because I told you that was in Jaziel dream also. So you go read the populars of, it's in the proper, go read Esther. They had the dragons in Esther, and it might be the dragons also in second Esdras. No, I'm just telling you, that's where you can find it at. And then after that, I listened to Dana Cornerstone. He had a dream about 3 dragons. Yeah, no, because Jaziel used to have a dream about the dragons. So now Eli had a dream about it. No. Because I tell you, when God shows you something, a dream and vision of some type of chastisement, it's still going to happen, but it's not going to be as you think it's going to happen, as you saw in that dream and vision, because it changes, and He makes it so that you can go through it, and it's not going to have the effect of it as it did before you repented. I already told you that. All right, let's go. Anyway, I'm just telling y'all, if you have a dream or vision, post it. All right. We already know the people are messing with it. It's going to get worse. All right. All right. Because they're going to do something. They already know they're going to do something, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because I didn't see things. I know a lot of y'all too young to remember this, but they had Coca-Cola, and they changed the Coca-Cola recipe, and they put that out there, and nobody was buying. The sales dropped. Nobody liked the taste of it, like none of it. Right? They put that out for a little while, then they had to go back to the old Coke taste. Yeah, they did it. Yeah, they went back. Yeah, they can put out their test. That's why every year they'll come out with a new flavor or something, with Coke, Mountain Dew, the Mac Rib or something like that. They put that out there and see how many people like it. Right, and they'll see how, if people don't like it, they see how long. They'll do a litmus test, see how long, then they'll stop saying it, only for a limited time. Oh, we want y'all to test out these new products that we have now. So they'll do that. Let's go. No, because you remind me of it. Jared, remind me of it. No, if you have a dream video, post. It's nice your time to post. All right. God showed me again, man. I have given them Israel. I have given them. So I got there yesterday, and I think I went to sleep and woke up. And this what was playing. The vision of Obadiah, thus the Lord God concerning Edom. So you know who Edom is. If you don't know who Edom is, type in Edom and go to, I already told you, Greek and the Jews, they're the same people. The Greeks and Jews are Edom. That's who they are. They are Edom. So when you go book of the Gentile Genesis, I'm not gonna type. You type in Edom and see what come up. They'll tell you that Esau and Edom are the same people. So Esau and Edom are the same people. Then you know the Greeks and the Jews are the same people. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise, you, and let us arise, ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Right. Ambassador is sent among the heathen. So the ambassador had to be righteous and holy because he's sent among the heathen. He doesn't say, all right, so you know that must be right. Righteous and holy person that he have sent among the heathen, because they wouldn't have wrote it like that. And then a lot of people don't know who Father Obadiah is. They don't know who he is. He's righteous and holy man. Because his wife, when they're looking for and they tell them they only have 3 holy men, and then they tell you the name of the 3 holy men. I think you say that would say 3 holy men. All right, and then they tell you the name of the 3 holy men. That's your call. That's your call. You can post it if you want, but you don't have to. Like I say, we're going to stop telling now mysteries and secrets. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. So we know that's Israel. Yeah, we are small among the heathen, we're greatly despised. Because just like, no, we always have 2. They got one that's like in Africa, the Middle Eastern country. Then they have another one down in South America. Yeah, I forgot the name. One was in Africa, the Middle East one, but the one down south of the east. But we can see that we are scattered out to 4 corners of earth, and we're in little pockets, and we're small. And everywhere we go, we are despised. Everywhere we go, we are despised. That was because that's what they have made that. Edom, Esau, the Jews and the Greek, they have made us. That's the way they have made us. They're the same people. Of course, you know, if you don't believe that they're the same people, you can write a comment and say, these are not the same people. I don't know where you got that from. You talk like a foolish man. Before I made these small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Because like it was showing the people and all this, I didn't know. Because your mind, they're just like, because they're the one who controlling the narrative. When they give you something to think about or put something on the news, that's to get you off of your righteousness and get you out your holiness. Then you start thinking about this. Say, wow, this is the boldness election season. Right, that's to get you off of being obedient, obeying the voice and keeping the commandment. Now your mind is on what they put out the election season. And then after election, now you got your mind on Thanksgiving and had your mind on Halloween, that's gone. Now they got your mind on Thanksgiving and holidays. So they put the narrative out there. But it's not so with us. Israel is not so with us. Because our mind is always, we have the singleness of mind. Our mind is always on the Most High. Our mind is always keeping the commandment, obeying the covenant. Why? Who that come from? The Most High. That's where our mind is always at. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Yeah. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, who habitation is high, that say in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? No, because I can tell you because I can tell you a lot of that, but no, because when it depends on what. Well, when I first went into Jerusalem, I came there by train on the tracks and stuff, and it's from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. You know, it was free. But when I wanted to go from the train up to Jabal Road and stuff, I called a cab, not knowing that it wasn't that far, but I didn't know. Oh no, they socked it to me because I was a stranger in the lane. And still them being like God told them how Father Abraham used to treat the stranger in the land. They didn't treat me that way. You know, they didn't treat me that way at all. And so they took advantage. And they kept taking advantage. Not just one, a whole lot of them kept taking advantage, one after another, one greedy for monies. Right. Anyway, so when you come in through the bus side, and when you come through the bus side, when they come up, you can see that they dwell in the cliff of the rock. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. And you can see the Wilcox bracelet right there, the Levi's. Those that say they are Jews but not, you can see with their black hats on, their curls, and the whole, all of them right there in that little section right there. Yeah, the cliff of the rock. Just telling you what I saw. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwell in the cliffs of the rock, who have taken, because pride, what is pride goes before the fall. All right. Anyway, who have taken his hide and said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Now they said, no, America said the same thing. That's what Jerry had in his dream. That's how I remember this. This was we went over this before. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, because because once I would just read this and say, well, we're talking about the eagle in the sky, and then no, more than just the eagle in the sky. All right, because when you go read second address, you find out about the eagle. And that's what we say, do that thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Because they're doing the same thing over in that land, exalting themselves as the eagle. They're still doing the experiments, still doing the tests and everything. They're still doing it. Yeah. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, that's why I bring thee down, say the Lord. Because they're into that, they just talk about it lately. How they doing experiments and sending somebody into space. Yeah, they told you that. I just heard that recently. All right. No, we already know who the others are. Because it's still a Edom. All right. Okay, it's still a Edom. That's why I bring thee down, say the Lord. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If great grass came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Would they not? No. They want it all. They want every bit of it. And that's what they're doing. Everybody taking their share. And you leave you nothing. Nothing. No. They don't leave you with a thing. Everybody come there and take their share. All right. They'll take your husband, they'll take your man, and they'll take your men, and they'll take your women. You don't. That's what they're doing. Hold on. Yes, they're doing that. Right now. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right here. Yes. Very good. Wait, I'm right here. Just doing a little back scratch. No. Right. No, right here. Let's go. And so, how the things of Esau search out how his hidden things sold up. Right, just like when Jared posed yesterday, the Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayans, because they say a whole civilization just up and disappeared. That's because they're the ones who write the narrative. They're the ones who controlling the history. There's a history. And that's what they feed me all my life until I started obeying the voice, keeping the commandments. Then, because civilization just don't just disappear like that. They don't. Somebody have to do something to them. All right. Because now they got the narrative out there about Easter Island, how they had trees and everything on there. Then when they burned down the last tree, they killed themselves and everything, which is possible for them to do that. I ain't gonna say no more about that mystery or secret, but let's go on. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So go search out his prophecies, and then after search out his prophecies, then you can follow him during the history and see everything that he has done, and according to everything the Most High said that he was going to do, he has done that. All right, all I can do is just tell you. All the men of the Confederacy have brought thee even to the border. All the men of thy Confederacy, so all the men, because anyway, because that's the same thing going on now. So when you see Benjamin Nahu and all those people, and that's Esau. That is Esau. All right. No, they tell you the Esau. It's Esau of Abraham. All right. It's like we read yesterday about Ishmael. All right. And what Esau said, I'm going to wipe them all out. I'm going to wipe out Jacob's children, and I'm going to wipe out Esau and them children, and I'm going to own it all. They have never changed. All right. Well, go read the prophecy. If you think that's changed, go read the prophecy. It's right there for you to read. God didn't hit it. All right. That men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. That men with thee, that men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. That they eat thy bread and have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right, there's none understanding in him. All right. No. John Elias said that this morning. Right. She said she's not going to worry about nobody talking about. Well, we'll see how long that'll hold up. I don't know. To see who word will stand, God's or hers. Because God said, I'll give you a mouth that they cannot resist. All right. Well, we'll see if I have that mouth that they can't resist. We'll see. Oh, y'all have them. I know y'all got the mouth. Because I listen to what they're saying now. And everything that y'all been saying and doing now, they're doing and saying. But they wasn't saying that at first. They were regurgitating the same old thing, preaching the same old sermon, and it never came out their mouth. Now it didn't change. Well, let's keep on going there. Anyway, no, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. So I just was knowing that she was on that sermon this morning. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know how to look at it. Proverbs. All right. No. And 6, because she changed it. She went to the NIV version. Eat not the bread of him that had an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. Because that's what we had been doing. We want to eat up his bread, take place of everything. All right. No, T.J. Jakes was at the table, was at the head of the table. Right. And his eyes definitely look evil. Eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, said he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shall thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. All right. Yep. Just telling you what's going on. Just telling you what's going on. All right. Back to Father Obadiah. Yeah, that was going on. It did not happen. Well, I mean, you make a comment. There's nothing wrong with you make a comment. Okay. You can do like you're sure and do. Post scriptures. You can do that. Post scriptures against me. So this mean this and that mean that. All right. Shall not in that day. No, because just like he say, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is no understanding in him. Because there ain't no understanding in him. Not at all. Because just like you say, well, we can reverse this global warming. How can you reverse the global warming? And then you're doing everything according to the will of Satan, what Satan wants. That's what's going on as Satan playing. That's Satan playing. I read it to you before, but go read the prophets of Elijah in there. Should I not in that day, say the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? That's all of them. And the understanding out of Mount of Esau, go read it. Go read it, go read it, go read it. It's Obadiah chapter. Okay. They already told you, Jacob shall be a fire, Joseph flame, and Esau what? A stubble. And the mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of the Mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Repeat it. And that mighty men, because they're going to say, that is a hate speech. Well, that's God speaking that. So God is speaking hate speech. You going to stop God from speaking hate speech? I mean, just a question. Just a question. Because we know you hate God. You don't even believe in God. No. God made the sun rise and set, and you go see, well, the sun don't really rise and set, the earth turns. God didn't tell you how he was going to do it. He did it, though, didn't he? Yeah. Something that you could never do and never, ever do. Never, ever do. You can never, ever do it. Yeah. And thy mighty men, O Teman, should be dismayed to the end of everyone of Mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So they're going to have a great war. No, they're already setting it up. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Who? For thy violence against the brother Jacob. Now, all this lined up because that's what we told you. Now, look for the Abraham in the picture. 7 generations, thy seed shall be enslaved and evil entreated. But that nation that enslaved them, so what nation enslaved you? What nation enslaved you? Was that Esau enslaved you? All right. Edom, Esau. All right. But that nation that enslaved you, that nation that enslaved them, that nation that evil entreated them, because I didn't add that part. They don't say enslaved them, but also evil entreat them as they're doing us right now through the 4 corners of earth. Give that once again this morning. That nation that enslaved them, that nation that evil entreated them, I will judge. Yeah. And so that was going on now. All right. Yeah. I have loved you, say the Lord. I have loved you, say the Lord. Yet you say, where hast thou loved us? Was Esau Jacob's brother, say the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. And I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right, so he saw that also. Eli, whereas Edom said, because you're looking at all of them, then the dragons, because in Dana Cornerstone dreamed about the 3 dragons, one was white, one was red, and one was blue. We know what red, white, and blue represent. So, yeah. And the mountain, its heritage was waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Esau said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, you shall build, but I will destroy. They're doing it now. That was a prophecy. Yeah, that was a prophecy. That was part of the prophecy. And build a desolate place, said the Lord of hosts. That's what they said they were going to do. They shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the boulder of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord indignation forever. That's who they are. They're over there right now. Boy, they got some wickedness over that land. Because you're saying one thing and doing another. Now they're putting that man back in office. First thing he's going to do, he's going to tear that peace treaty up. That treaty they made with the Lebanese about the oil and gas. Oh, no, they about to wear that treaty out. Watch. That's why he put them back in there. That's why they jump and shout, oh, we're going to be rich now. Oh, we're going to do some business now. Oh, we're going to. That's why they're doing it. All right. The board of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and you shall say, the Lord be magnified from the board of Israel. See, I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. All I can do is just tell it to you. Here, therefore, Abraham, see, behold, in the seventh generation, from you shall they leave the land of their slavery. And after they have been ill-treated, as it was the hour of the age of ungodliness, and the nation whom they shall serve, I will judge. And it said unto me from Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born of him, Jacob held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it as well. No, man, you can't see that. Well, go right, look at that video, Ace in Argentina. And they're doing that all over the world, because you go to Puerto Rico, they made a slaughter of Israel, of the Haitian people, Israel. They slaughtered them so bad that they called it a certain type of river that night they had done that. Yeah. No, they did it over here. You know how many mass murders stuff? Because it's about to come out. Because as that water starts drying up, you're going to find a whole lot of dead bodies in those lakes and rivers and those blacks in Israel towns, in Israel city where they was. Watch. Yeah. And I'm saying, well, we got some people down there, got so many mass graves. We try to find out who these people are and where did they come from? How did they get in that lake, in that body of water? It's going to start coming out. Watch. All right. All I can do is just tell you what's going to happen. They already just started. They might have found Jimmy Hoffa. They found a dead body in Lake Tahoe in a barrel. That might have been Jimmy Hoffa. It might be. I'm just telling you. Yeah. No, because in the Godfather 2, and I think that's 2 with Michael, send that man out there and kill Fredo on Lake Tahoe, and they found a dead body like that on Lake Tahoe. Yeah, and go to Nevada. Go ahead, bro. I mean, I seen that earlier. I said, yep. Yeah, and they say who he was. And it lines up what that picture had said. Yeah. They have no statute of limitation upon murder. They do not. All right. Let's continue on. Now, I'm just telling y'all. Anyway, they're not gonna get away. What happens when you get away with murder? All right. Because that's what's going on now. Well, how many murders did they get away with us? All over the world. They talking about Argentina. And what they did was they started slaughtering all the black men. Yeah. Because that's also found, they did the same thing. That's in the book of Joshua, in Legend of Judah. But let's go to the book of Joshua. And he told them, go out there and kill all the male Go out there and kill all the male babies. Go out there and kill all the males. That's what they did in Argentina. Yeah. And that's why you have more Israel women in Argentina than you have men. Then that's another thing. You got to stop calling yourselves Black African, Black Americans, and Black Black African. Stop that. You're Israel. Israel, start calling yourself by your name. Take back your name. Don't let them call you nothing else. Yeah. Take back your name. No, they showed you that. They gave you a preview of that in Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. No, they give you what's coming ahead. I am Israel. And they're going to be saying that all over the world. Not only saying it, but you're going to be living like that, and things going to change, and they're going to be afraid of you. Yeah, because now you know who you are, what type of power you have, the type of power you receive from obeying the voice and keep the commandments. That's where the power come from. Something simple as that. But that's how God made it, to be simple. Obey my voice, keep my commandments, I'll give you power from up on high. Well, what was the disciples doing? Obeying the voice, keeping the commandments. And they received power from up on high. No, Pharisees, scribes, and hypocrites said, we can't let this go up Esau. Because both of them are Esau. We can't let this go on. We're going to lose it all. Now, what we going to do? And they came out with that and said, well, this is what we're going to do. Because you underestimate how wicked and evil, Esau is. And he's very wicked and evil. Anytime you go put disease on blankets and go hand them out to people that don't know nothing about disease or anything. That's what you did. You didn't know you done it in America also. I know you did it. All right, and probably done it in Australia also. Because you're evil and you're wicked like that. Well, we're going to kill you. You're not going to do me a thing. Because God said you're not going to do it to me. God said, I'm going to do it to you. That's what he said. And thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of Mount Esau may be cut off by what? Slaughter. So go ahead on. Keep saying what you're going to do to me. Keep on. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right. And that will be done Israel all over the world. Put them in, so we can't kill them, but we're going to put them in slavery all out the world. We're going to work and we're going to take advantage of them. Yeah, that's what it did. Even treated us, not just enslaved us, but even treated us. And man, when I heard them women in Argentina say that, I said it's the truth, because I didn't think they had any black people in there. I didn't think Israel was in Argentina, even though I'm reading it all the time. Israel should be scattered. We're going to get to it. Israel should be scattered in all nations and tongues throughout all the world. That's all nations and tongues. And I just didn't think it was, but they are. They are in Argentina. Yeah, but that's what they do. But they'll tell you about the boys of Brazil. Yeah, and how Hitler and them went down there in Argentina. No, that's a part of them. That's Esau. Went down in Argentina and took it over. I saw a documentary of it. All right. Yeah, documentary was so bad that they went down there looking for Hitler body down in Argentina. Yeah. I'm just telling you, ask God to show it to you then. That's what you do. Yeah. In the day that thou stood on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away the captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lot upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them. Even thou was as one. They're doing it right now. Yeah. No. Go read it. Go read the Gospel of Nicodemus or the letter of Pilate. Isn't that what they did? No secret what they did. Go read the letter to Ortiz. The end of it. It tell you what they did. The Talmud, the Kabbalah, this is in there. But thou shalt not have looked upon the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. And that's what they've been doing every night. That's what they've been out there balling. They balling now over. Yeah, they want to part over now. What you think? Because I heard that man, John Kennedy, he is a senator from Louisiana. Yeah. And he act like he's talking about such a big thing. Let them call a crackhead instead of police when something bad happened to them. That shows you that it shows when you hear what they're saying in those ads, the ads that they're doing for voting and getting hired, being reelected there. If you listen to them ads, you see that them people people are a bunch of damn fools. And they don't love the country that they say they love, they don't love it. The people that they say they love, they don't love them. No, they don't. No, they don't. Because you talk about how you got crackheads in your land and how the killing and all that you're doing in the land. That's what you're talking about, but you're the senator. You're the senator. I thought you were the one who had power and control over that, which I know you do. And you talking about it that way, then even with Joe Biden, the president, and you talking about how bad and get him out of office and everything. I show you how much a damn fool you are, because he's over it. And you're the one who supposed to be backing him and getting everything right, but you don't want it that way. You don't. Because you're going by Dr. Herrera and his husband, order out of chaos. Yeah. Because you, the senators, the congressmen, the governors, the mayors, and councilmen, and president, and all that. And so if in your land you can see where they got 70% of illiteracy, or listen to how he speaks, like he has no education, like he have no formal training. Well, I was raised up I went to y'all schools. I went to y'all colleges. All right. I'm just telling you like it is. And I was instructed by y'all managers and whoever. Right. So what that says about y'all? Just a question. What that says about y'all and y'all society that y'all supposed to be in charge of? Well, no. That shows you that you're not who you are. You are not who you claim to be. And you've been doing this systematically. You want it to be that way. And you keep on putting out that narrative like, that's the narrative you put it out there. You want to do it. I'm just going by what you say. That's why I'm going by what you say. If the policeman is in that type of disarray, well, I mean, you're the senator. The policeman died in that type, you are the congressman. The policeman in that type, you are the governor. Okay. Just a question. All right. No, you can see it. You can see the whole system got to be torn down. They know what they did. Because when they got rid of discrimination, God already told you, you can change a man now. Only God can change a man's heart. So all that evil and wickedness that's in your heart, only God can change that. And so you didn't destroy you didn't tear down the whole system. And matter of fact, you're going back to the Supreme Court and get rid of that was supposed to rectify it. So what that say about you? Just a question. All right. No, I already know you're going to pay for it, because you already started paying for it. Well, go listen to the orator, and that might help you out. John Kennedy. All right. No, we got a lot of them out there, but I'm just saying because I'm in Louisiana, and he act like there's something big, and show you that you don't care about nothing but yourself. Because a person supposed to, if you're in those offices and those types, everything supposed to be for the people who you're supposed to call yourself supposed to be working for. Boy, I know you were only working for the elitists. All right. You're only working for the good white people. That's the same thing with John Hagee. See, we're gonna make America great again. So the other people in America, Israel in America, who are the poor people, they don't count. Only you count. The Hamites in America, they don't count. Only you count. Just a question. Just a question. All right. But you're gonna bless the Israeli people. No, bless the Jewish people, and God gonna bless you. So the people in America don't need to be blessed. The ones that supply, the ones that you get the money from, the ones that helping you keep that building that you live in, the ones that keep you driving that vehicle that you're driving, the ones that keep you wearing the clothes, the extra, the big and tall clothes that you got to pay extra for because you're big for. It's a question. It's just a question. That's all. It's a question. It's gonna come out. The truth is gonna come out. Watch. But thou should not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day he became a stranger, neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. All right. Well, we'll see how it's gonna be when y'all do this after this election. We're gonna see how it's gonna be. I already know how it's gonna be. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. That's what they're doing now. They're going to get, oh, no, they're going to rub it up. Watch. Watch. Thou should not have entered to the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Should not have entered. But they don't even supposed to be over there now, but they have. But that was a prophecy that they was going to do that and claim to be us. Claim to be Israel, God's chosen people. Claim to be the righteous and the holy and the pious people, the people that depends upon their creator, the people that depends upon their maker. No, because Bathshua posed that the other day. All right. And they say about his sword. All right. Thou should not enter into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou should not have looked upon the affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Because they're doing that right now. Man, come on, bro. I'm still paying for stuff we didn't overcharge me, double and triple. Where something was $16,000, now it's $60,000 with the interest and stuff that they put up on it. Just telling what they're doing. Because John Kennedy talked, now remember he's a senator, and he talked about the crackheads and the call the police, but in Louisiana, they had so many storms, and the insurance companies were supposed to pay people a fair market value to take care of the houses and stuff they lost. They didn't even do that. They got commercials all out right now. If the insurance company has messed over, you should have called me, and we're gonna try to give you the fairness that you deserve. They got that all over, but he ain't talking about that. Not at all. He's not talking about that. Right. How the insurance company, we're going to make the insurance company give them the due that they were supposed to get from you spending all many years, and they didn't come to pass. Didn't do what they were supposed to. He's not talking about that. Right. He's not talking about the children that's living in a gentrification, whatever they call that, gentrification area, and they got a school right down the street in the Israel area, but the children of Israel got to be bused to the other side of town when they got a school right there down the street for them that they can go to, that have been refurbished and everything. He's not talking about that. All right. Anyway, I'm just asking a question. All right. Because you've been falling for the same old lies over and over again. And then they are controlling the narrative. That's why they put Conway West out there and have a few people shot down and killed. And that's, Satan is behind it all. And then the narrative changed. Why are we going to do gun violence? That's one of the things they say. Because you're not focusing upon, they don't want you to focus upon what's truly going on. And then you talk about Kanye West, black moles and everything, but you're not talking about what's truly happening, what's truly going down. And that's the controlling the narrative. And who does that? Who control the media? It's a question. All right. Anyway. Thou shalt not enter the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shalt not look upon the affliction in the day of their calamity. Because they do it all the time. That's why I'm telling you now. That's why I'm asking you all the question about they looking at the calamity. All that what Israel is going through, how they overcharge Israel, how Israel don't have how they not educating them. Yep, how so many of them are illiterate from living in their society, how so many of them are out on the street, and how the mothers are single and they got single children out there from living in their society. Hey, I'm just letting you know. Why you go ask John Kennedy those questions? Because they're controlling the narrative. They don't want you to ask the true question. They want you to ask the questions that they want you to ask. Not the question that the Most High put in your mouth because once you have Most High give you what? Perfect wisdom, perfect knowledge, perfect understanding. So when you open up your mouth, they can see the perfect knowledge, hear the perfect wisdom, perfect understanding in your mouth. All right. Just letting you know. Now have they laid hands on their substance in the day of calamity. So they're still stealing from you, redlining you, gerrymandering you, overcharging you, and they're still doing the same thing. All right. Because you're talking about the holy cause, but yet still you dealing with stuff right now today. And they still put that narrative out there. And then you're talking about going back in time and killing Hitler. All right, still going back in time. Now, well, that's leave long. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. They put them in slavery. Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. He did both. All right. Well, then why hear Abraham and see, behold, in the seventh generation from you shall they leave the land of their slavery. It's right there. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathens. Now, who are the heathens? Who are the enemies? The day of the Lord is upon all heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. As thou, hear, O Abraham, seven generations, they shall leave the land, go into slavery. They're going to be ill-treated for 7 generations. But that nation, that evil and greed them, that nation that enslaved them, I will judge. All right. Well, let me tell you something about Father Obadiah. Father Obadiah, Esau, he is Esau, he is Edom. But he repented, and so he became what? A Jew, a true Jew. All I can do is tell it to you. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall be upon thy own head. Hear, O Abraham, these are the 10 plagues that I prepared for the heathen beforehand. Hear, O Abraham, look in the picture. The final hour of the ages is what? 12 years. Just telling him. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they drunk upon the holy mountain. Well, the rock of the dome is on a holy mountain. Shiloh is a holy mountain. Yeah. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Once again, for they are drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. They shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and it shall be as though they had not been. That is a hate speech. Well, go tell God about it. Because I'm not going to say it. God put it in my mouth to say it, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You're going to pay for everything that you have done. All those lies you're still telling the people, all the narratives that you're putting out to blind the people, you're going to pay for them all. Why? Because the Most High say you're going to pay for them all. And he's not a liar. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. But on Mount Zion shall be deliverance. And there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. All right. We'll see then. Because Jesus is coming back. And where Jesus is going to be at? On Holy Mount Zion. And who's going to be there with him? 144,000. Who's going to be there? The saints of God. Who's going to be there? The righteous and holy nation. Those who have made a covenant with him by sacrifice. Those who obey his voice and keep his commandments. Those who keep his holy covenant. That's going to be with him. What you going to tell me? The Jewish people now, they are Esau. Well, let's find out then. Let's find out. We'll see what's be there. Let's find out. And the house of Jacob should be a fire. Jacob is on fire now. Over the four corners, why? Because obeying the voice, keeping the commandment. And the house of Joseph a flame. When you're looking at Joseph, you're looking at the Hamites and those who have followed Jacob in all that he's doing. Those who follow Judah in all that he's doing. All right. And the house of Esau for a stubble. They're going to burn him up. He's going to be a stubble. They're doing it now. They're exposing everything he has done. All his evil and wicked ways, God is putting it out there for y'all. Because once you start obeying the voice, keep the commandment, keep the holy covenant, then you repent. And what the Lord God said, when you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall find me. Then I'll reveal my mysteries and secrets. And then you can see what's truly going on, as he's showing it to me now. Why would I be scared of you killing me? I got a place already prepared for me. All right. Oh, no, I'm coming back. Oh, no, I'm telling you I'm returning. Just like Jesus returned, I'm going to return with him. You'll see. You'll see. And the house of Jacob should be a fire. They're on fire now. The house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there should not be any remain of the house of Esau. For the Lord has spoken it. What? For the Lord has spoken. What? The Almighty Lord God has spoken it. All right. Because I want to tell you what you tell you're going to do for me, like I'm supposed to be afraid and scared of you sending the devil here to deal and fight with me. That devil was so glad to get that devil was so glad to leave me. He was so glad. No, you know how you know how somebody you go there I'm going over there and whip his ass. Now you see that? All right. So you coming over there and you and him start fighting. No, it happened to me before. I ran around the corner to beat up Snooki, and next thing you know, he come around the corner, Snooki got on the ground, beat me up. No, I'm gonna give you that's the children, man. Let's give you the adult version. No, you know how you get in a fight or something, right? I'm gonna beat him down. Then you go over there, and then y'all there get in a fight, and you get a good lick or two in, and the next thing you know, you hollering for help. Yeah, he beating you up and hollering for help, help, and steadily beating you up, help, steadily beating you up. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna steadily where there ain't no help coming from them. That's how it is. All right. No, and there should not be any remaining of the house of Esau. The Lord has spoken. No. Because what you got, all those weapons of war, what that going to do? What is going to do? We got the Creator fighting for us. The one who spoke it into existence. All right? That's who's fighting for us because we're obeying his voice, keeping his commandment, and receiving the power from up on high that he has given us. The holy angels protecting us, This holy word protecting us, and we know what's going on, what's going to happen. Because anytime you've seen the destruction of the world, I haven't seen it. All right. I'm not making my bed in hell. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines. And they that shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Bilhah shall possess Gilead. Yeah, no, we're going now. Just give us time. I had forgot all about this. Then all of a sudden, here come Jerry reminded me of it. Yeah, that's all right. We ought to be scared. I'm not scared. How am I going to be scared? What am I going to be scared of? All right. No, because that's because you have senators and you have congressmen, governors, and all these people, and they come there talking all that, but yet still they talk about the weapons and everything. Come on, bro. People not want to get rid of that. Because if all that they're telling you and they can't do that, sure they don't have no power, then why are you listening to them anyway? Why are you voting anyway if they can't get rid of it? Because you've been voting for these people for many, many years and think things are going to get better for you, but they're steadily getting worse for you. So somebody's lying. That's just like being in a church house and worshiping Christianity and everything. And they're up there, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, God going to save you, hallelujah, hallelujah, God going to heal you, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. But at the same time, you getting sick as a dog. You in there having cancer and all the information that he said that will cleave unto you till you die. What you saying, well, it's not going to happen, but it's happening. Somebody's lying. All right. I'm just telling you. All right. In South America, the Confederates, from the South, when they lost the Civil War, they moved down south, and Esau had a place down there they called Little America, I believe, but they still hold the tradition of back then in that Civil War. Yeah, they went down there and conquered little places, took them over. But if you think about, because our people, even Hamites, not for all that foolishness, man. Them people went there and tried to get along and live together, and did their little skirmishes and stuff like that. But at the close of the day, they didn't have all that killing and everything was going on like they claiming was going on. Yeah. Anyway, they didn't go down there. Everywhere they went there with what? What they swore was their weapon of war. They didn't go there for to live with the people. That went over there to do what? They went over there to conquer the people and initiate their ways and their Christianity and their stuff and that's what they did. And now you can see what they have truly done. All right. Anyway, in the captivity of the hosts of the children, I keep on thinking about this man that they on Jonas. That was something I've seen before. The man is a prophet and everything. And God giving him, tell him what to do and what to say to people. And he was talking about this one child that a problem child. It was no problem child. He just see something that you didn't see. And God put it in there to see the truth. And you just, no, eventually it's going to come out. All comes out. It's going to come out. And the captivity of his host of his children of Israel shall possess that of the king. What the captivity? That's what we are. We are the captives. We are the captives. Of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites. So that's our man. Even unto Zarephath in the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shepherd, and shall possess the city of the south. Yeah. And the Savior shall come up to Mount Zion. What? Just finished telling you that Jesus was going to be on Mount. No, Lord God gonna come. No, Jesus gonna crack the sky. He's gonna fly us away to heaven, and we're gonna be up there in our mansions. That is a lie. And the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. What? Go ahead. Let me go ahead. Let me see what Eli said. In the dream, I remember a woman speaking with her lover. She wore a tan gown, and her face had no eyes. Whoa! And where her eyes would be were X's, as they had been cut out by a blade, and no blood came from them. And her mouth was like someone took a jagged, rusty blade and cut a smile into the wood. And she left her lover to go die for him, and she lay and waited in the grass. Yeah. And that's for all of us, but you can you can type that in. You can type that in. Yeah. Well, we know had been cut by a blade, and no blood came out of her mouth, but someone took a jagged, rusted blade. Right. So we know now. I seen a jagged, rusted blade, but a jagged blade would be teeth. Would be teeth. Yeah, it would be a knife with teeth in it. Right. Now I know it's this dream, and I know you left some of it out, but that's all right. That's all right. No, don't put it in there now. Just leave it alone. So go. That's in the book of Isaiah. I'll make you a new threshing instrument with teeth. That's in the book of Isaiah. Now I ain't got to worry about what you left out. And don't post it now. Just go read it there. All right. No, I already know. Everybody who read this, they should know. Those who obey the voice keep the commandment. All right. And now cut a smile into the wood, and she left her lover to go die for him. And she laid and waited in the grass. So that's also in chapter 3. Book of Isaiah, chapter 3. That's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 3. No, because you can easily lie down, and then wait in the grass is an open field. All right, and then you see she's going to moan, because that's what she's doing. She's moaning. So you can type in a woman moaning or women moaning. So you type in moaning, because that's what she said. She moaning. She left her lover to go down and die. That's moaning. Yeah. So you can go put up moaning. Man, that time that went by that fast. Yeah, you can go put up moaning. All right. No, we got some few minutes. That's moaning. And then of course, we know that if she wore a tan gown, you could see her thighs. You should have been able to see her thighs. So go type in thighs in the book of Isaiah. That's going to come up. No, she had no eyes, so you can say, see not. Put down, see not. And she had no mouth, and say, speak not. Right. And if she didn't have no ears, say, hear not. So put that in there. It's going to come out. Yeah. All right. All right. So you can go see that. Yes, in the book of Isaiah. Now I'm going to try and teach you how to read the dreams, and you're going to have to learn how to speak English. So the angel asked me, I said, I know I don't know how to speak English. And so just go change the words and type it in. It's going to come up, and then in your dream going to come up. Dreams, there's one dream, but there's more than one chapter in that. And you got something in that dream. You got to tell me. We already know you got it. All right. The prophet that had a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that had my word, let him speak my words faithfully. Yeah, what is the shaft to the weak, say the Lord? So Belteshazzar said, stop leaving out stuff in your dream. Stop leaving out. Because we see a lot of things in the dream. Like I'd be in a dream, I didn't know at first when I'd be having sex with the women, so I thought I was having sex with them, but they was having sex with me. Right. So, we try to stop leaving stuff out, and got a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, well, we can see because everybody get those things that you not posting. And refrain not to speak when there's an occasion to do good, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty. So that's in there. You got 2:4 interpretation. Go ahead, go read it. I'm telling you that. You hiding stuff. Don't do it because you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people gonna do. They can't, because if you fear the Lord, then what? The demons, the devil, nobody can touch it. That's why I say what I say now. That's why I don't hold back my tongue. Because I know they can't do me nothing. I know only thing they can do me, that's the prophecy. And we know that God is not a liar. Why was that going to see him? For by speech, wisdom should be known, and learning by the word of the tongue, and no wise speak against the truth, but be abashed of the error of thy ignorance. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of a river. All right, there you go. All right. No, because we see what you got in that dream. You got more power in that dream, but you, we can know. We know. That's why I be looking for what next gift you're going to get, what next gift you're going to see, what next power you're going to receive. You receive power in that dream. Oh, yes, you did. Well, go look at it. Put in, because if you say if you say a jagged knife, that's what you say, huh? A jagged rusty blade. So that's an instrument with teeth. That's an instrument with teeth. So we already know, man. We already know. Anyway, let's continue on. No, that's you. It's just something you got to overcome, Eli. Yeah, it takes time, but you're going to overcome it. That's just something that you have overcome. I had to do the same thing. Yeah, I'm still doing certain things. I'm still dealing with right now. You know how long it took me for to say the words I say? Right. I'm just telling you, oh boy, wait. Now for the time almost up, and come Monday or come Sunday, I ain't gonna be able to stay there that long. No, it's gonna be over with. I told you yesterday how that sun started going down so bad. No, bro. Come on, bro. You've been keeping sunset prayer for so many years, so you won't stop keeping sunset prayer now? I know you don't. All right. So let's go. And after these, after these things, while Tamar was a widow, she heard after 2 years I was going up to shear my sheep. And because I remember Father Judah wasn't having sex. She wasn't having sex. Father Judah wasn't having sex. And so she wasn't having sex. We knew what was going to happen when they get together, right? All right. No, indeed. All right. I'm just telling you. Oh, man, this thing here. No. Oh, man. Threw away something. Now, not even trying to tell my niece that was threw away. I'm not going to get it. Goodbye, no. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I threw it away because I got no one here. I just have to make sure I did it. There you go. It didn't took us that. See, the other, I was protecting a group of people from a horde of zombies, and rallied a man to protect the people and called them to close up the doors. And I went out in the midst of the undead, and they would not move against me until I shot them. Then, this I told you got more power, all right. And then a woman came to me and asked me my name, and I gave her The name earlier Father gave me, and she flirted with me, and I was flirted, but I left and I walked and I saw men working in the parking lot. No, no. You gotta give, all right. Cause that's I had to give somebody my name the other day. All right. Maybe Mike don't want you to tell her yet. I gave her the name my earthly father gave me, and she flirted with me. And I was flirting, but I left and I walked and saw men working in the parking lots cleaning. Then I was before in the army, and I was then I was before in the army, and I was given 3 dragons, and I was given 3 dragons and power and strength to them, or give power to others, and I fought and won 2 battles before I woke. All right. No. Mm-mm. Oh, no. Because go read 2nd address, type in dragon in Apocrypha and see what come up. Yeah, and see what coming up. Because that dream now is not what you think it is. I can see it in the shepherd of Hermas. I can see that dream in the shepherd of Hermas. Doing your pleasure, doing your own. Remember, they had 2 shepherds, and one shepherd was the shepherd of pleasure. Then they had another shepherd who was hard and rough and right. Well, we call it a good shepherd. All right. No, because you gave her your power when you were flirting with her. That was you saying. I gave her the name of my earthly father gave me, and she flirted with me, and I was flirting with her. I left, and then I walked and saw because you gave her your power. And I saw men working in the parking lots cleaning. Then before an army, and I was given 3 dragons. I gave 3 dragon power to strength, power and strength them, and gave power to others. And I fought and won the battle before I woke. Unless you don't have that typed up right. Because you have given your power to because like you told me all the voice, dragons are evil. But you gave the woman your power when you went flirting with her and didn't give her your name, Eli, the name of the Most High, the name of victory, the name of God. And you gave her your power. Yeah. And then when you went to the army, then I was before army. And I was given 3 dragons power. You gave the power to the demon devil because you did it when you was flirting with the woman. That's all right. Just go read it, man. Go read. No, it's in the book of Esther, in Apocrypha, and in Esdras. Type in dragons and see what comes up. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, no, you can change that. You can change that if you have. All right, just warning you. Just warning you. Don't, like Belteshazzar posted early, hide not your wisdom to flirt with a woman. Hide not your wisdom to do other things. Yeah. No, I do the same thing. I can be guilty of some of that. All right. Mm-mm. No. Let's go. No, because when it come down to it, I won't tell them my name. I'll tell them of God. And I'm going to tell them why. Yeah. Just going to let you know. No. What I tell them things that, yeah. I give, yeah. That's what I say. You gave her, like you say, you gave her a name, an earthly name, still giving the name that God had. Because the name God gave us, He gave us the name of God that comes with all the power. I have named you my firstborn. Yeah. And what comes with the name of God? Power from on high. All right, let's go. And after these things, Tamar was a widow, and she heard after 2 years that I was going to shear my sheep, and adorned herself in a bridal array, and sat in the city of Enem by the gate, for it was the law of the Amorites that she was about to marry should sit in fornication 7 days by the gate. So they had to sit down in fornication 7 days by the gate. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had a dream seeing a woman that was a whore. She was trying to hide herself. Then I asked her, "Why are you hiding?" And she showed me her arm and leg that got cut off, and she was ashamed to show it. It made me think that it was of this verse Isaiah. Come down. That's Eli dream right there. Come down and sit in dust, O that's Eli's dream. Come down and sit in dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. For there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take a millstone, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare thy legs, and cover thy thighs, pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Yeah, that's Eli's dream right there. Yes, it is. Read it into it then. See where you find it at. Anyway, let's continue on. So she had to sit and marry. No, she had on bridal gown. This one had on bridal gown too. Yeah, she was about to marry. She sit in fornication 7 days. No, she adored herself in the bridal array. So if she a bridal way have a crown, don't. All right, and setting it in the city Enem by the gate, for it was the law of the Amorites. She was about to marry. She'll sit in fornication 7 days by the gate. Therefore, being drunk with wine, so he was drunk with wine, I did not recognize her. Her beauty deceived me. That's the way she was dressed up and everything. And it deceived him. No, because some of them girls don't wait. Because they'll be in high school and stuff like that, putting on makeup, lipsticks and everything, and senior high school, still waiting till the graduating day or something like that, and then do all that on the graduating day. Then they could see some folks wait longer than that. Right. Wait until they marry and put all that on, then they look totally different. Yeah. But some of them don't do it. You little girls out there, you think a grown woman is still a little child. Yeah. I turned aside to her and said, "Let me go into thee." And she said, "What wilt thou give me? What wilt thou give me?" And I gave her my staff. Gave her my staff, my girdle, and the diadem of the kingdom in pledge. No. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to Belteshazzar now. He's telling you right. All right. And say, I gave her my staff, my girdle, and my diadem of my kingdom in pledge. And I went unto her, and she conceived, and not knowing what I had done. Same thing with me, because that's like Eli from the beginning. When he first went to that potluck, I said, "Boy, they want you to come to potluck. They had to set everything up for you. The woman they wanted you to marry, the woman they wanted you to be with." Both sides had done it. The mama on that side done it, the daddy on her side done it. The mama on your side done it, the daddy on your side done it. Yeah, they did it. They wanted to set you up like that. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, let me say, and I went into her, and she conceived, not knowing what I had done. I wished to slay her. You wanted to kill her. but she privately set my pledges and put me to shame. Yeah, he wanted to kill her and think, no, Judah wasn't our father. Judah wasn't no anybody. Our father Judah was one of the rulers of the land. They were paying us tributaries. Yeah, they come up there and the brother be sitting up there, and once a year they come up. Once a year, they only had more than one city, and they'll get together, and they'll more than one city will get together and say, yeah, let's go bring them this stuff. And once a year they come and bring your stuff, bring everything that they owe you, the taxes. Then they'll go away. Then another time of the year, the other countries and everything, they come and do the same thing. That's who they were. We talk about princes and kings. Okay, it's talk about rulers and leaders. That's what Jesus. Because you're looking at it right there now, still looking down, doing this. Well, that's why God gave us Adam and Eve. Because when you go read the book of Adam and Eve, and you say, oh, Eve, what thou have done to our seed? What did thou have done? Yeah, to those who are going to come out of us. He told that to wait ahead of time. Now look at the day. We still come from them same two people. And what they have become of us. So that's the same thing. You're not looking at Father Judah that way or Father Levi that way. But we can look at them now and see. All right. And that's what he's saying. All right. And when I had called her, I heard also secret words which I spoke when lying with her in my darkness. Oh, I've been in that situation too. Yeah. When they get you in that position, they ask you any question. Because they got you there. All right. They got you there. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I will. All right. Anyway. So that we see, I spoke when lying in her in my darkness. I could not slay her because it was from the Lord. It was from the Lord. For I say less happily, she did it in subtly, okay, having received a pledge from another woman. Yeah. Subtlety, having received this pledge from another woman, but I came not again near her while I lived, because I had done this abomination in Israel. Yeah. Moreover, they who were in the city said, moreover, they who were in the city said there was no harlot in the gate, because she came from another place and sit for a while in the gate. Eli, go read. No, they got on YouTube. Dana Cornerstone, and he got a dream about the 3 dragons. And so go listen to it. It's on YouTube. Dana Cornerstone and the 3 dragon dream. And so when he had given me 3 dragon dreams, I thought about you. Yeah, go listen to it, man. Just listen. Yeah. Because God had given you the power. God had given you the power to slay the woman, to slay the beast. He had given the instrument to slay her. That's in that dream and vision. Yeah. You remember, they got a remedy for everything. God give you the power. Oh, you posted that. You posted that yesterday, didn't you? The Lord, no. The Lord have never given Satan power over man. So the dragons and stuff that you in your dream and vision, they don't have no power over you. You gotta give them your power. You have to give them your power. That's what happened to me in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. They didn't do nothing. I went and gave it to somebody, came and told me, said, man, you're supposed to be keeping the Sabbath. What? No, that's slander and truth. You're supposed to be keeping the covenant, and the Sabbath is a part of the covenant. Right. So, no. And then you're not really keeping the Sabbath because you're not keeping it right. And so when they told me that, I said, oh, yeah, read it right here. So I read that. I said, oh, yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, not knowing. And then you just going from Christianity to Christianity. That's all you're doing. And then next thing you know, you find yourself with all the sickness and diseases. All right. Anyway, because she came from another place and sat for a while in the gate. And I thought that no one knew that I had gone into her. So he did it. No, because when you're young, when I was young, I did the same thing. Well, ain't nobody gonna see. Not knowing God's eyes are 10 times brighter. Yeah, that's just sad. Ain't nobody gonna see. And I went and did that. Yeah. Wait on no, that's one. That's the same one. Dumb Pools, Jared. That's the same one. Yeah, you already encouraged them. So wait till it come to pass. You ain't gotta do it again. Just let them grade. They ain't gonna come to pass. Yeah, you ain't gotta encourage them. You already encouraged them. Just be patient. They're gonna come to pass. Anyway, so I thought that no one knew that I had gone to her. And after this, we came into Egypt to Joseph because of the famine. Because of the famine. No, because we're looking at one side of the picture. We're looking at from Father Judah side. Man, oh man, I done had a good time. I done made all this money, and don't encourage them again because you already encouraged them. You gotta wait till it come to pass. Right. Yeah, just wait. That's the same people, girls 18, you already done that. Anyway, so man, I was no. Because you gotta look at it both ways. You're looking at Father Judah's side, because Father Judah, man, I done made all this money, and boy, I'm feeling good. I done sheared the sheep, and boy, I had a good bounty this year. Yeah, oh boy, the first fruit gonna be big this year. And I'm feeling good, and I'm full of wine, and I'm Judah. One of the princes of Israel gonna be one of the kings one day. I'm gonna rule. And he feeling good, full of his wine, and say, man, I haven't had nothing in 2 years. I ain't had nothing in 2 years. I haven't been with a woman in 2 years ever since my wife died. I'm gonna give me one a night. Whatever she want, I'm gonna give her to her. But I'm sure gonna dig in it tonight. And that's what he did. But what about her side? See, you looking at, listen to Judah's side, but what about her side? He told me that he was gonna give me Sheila. And I've been waiting all this time. No, I don't want nobody else. I want what he said he's gonna give to me. That's what I want. Yeah. And she up there in the people's house waiting on the third one. No, she got a little young one there. She said he's gonna give me Sheila. I'm saving myself. Oh no, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I live a chaste and holy life. And no, I'm living a chaste and holy life like they do. Right. No, she wasn't from Canaan. She wasn't from Canaan. But she lived a chaste and holy life. She was living a righteous, pious, and holy life. Because remember, Father Judah, the one that picked it out for her. And she was holy and righteous. She was a decent woman. Right? But she waiting on him, and she felt betrayed. So I'm going to get him back. I'm going to show him. Yeah. That's what he said. I'm going to show him. And then when she did that, she went dressed up, augmented herself, looked like, she put on her best. She put on a wedding gown, wedding dress, where she looked real, real good. Then he had a little wine in him anyway. So, yeah. So what she did next? I know you went down there. I know he down there, and men come by, hey, babe, why you don't come out? Nah, bro, I'm waiting on somebody. Next man come around, now you know, baby, I'll give you this, I'll give you, I'm waiting on somebody. And Father Judah come down there, oh, what's going on? What do you want for that? And she tells her, this is what I want. And she said, all right, I'll give it to you. Now, remember, she's young, and she looking good. Boy, she's out for revenge. You're going to give me what I said, or else, no. That's why it went down. You looking at, you got to look at both sides of it. Now looking at her side, you're looking at Father Judah's side. Well, anyway, because he told you what he did. All right. Anyway, all right. I thought no one knew that I had gone to her. And after this, we came into Egypt to Joseph because of the famine. Now, remember when he went, go read the book of Joshua, because he told Father Joseph, said, what about you and Tamar? Father Joseph wanted, how you know about Tamar? Nah, because he was a king, Pharaoh. What Pharaoh got anything to do with Lord about something like this little petty stuff? Yeah. Now it's 40, that's what he said. Go read it in the book of Joshua. Father Joseph told him about it. Yeah. And I was 46 years old, and in the 73rd years, in 73 years lived in Egypt. So he stayed in Egypt 73 years. 70. Well, after 70 years, what is going to happen after 70 years? Then 7 generations. Okay. Now, as you know, and now I command you, my children, hearken to Judah your father. He commands us, hearken to Judah your father. That's for us right now today. Remember, this is prophecy. Prophecy go out to all generations, throughout all years, just like our father Enoch have told us. And this is our father Judah, who we are. Well, let's continue on. And keep my saying, that's what he said, keep my saying to perform all the ordinances of the law. All of them, not some of them. Well, you know, those ordinances and those laws and those commandments, the covenant was done away with at the cross. That was what they told. That was the Jehovah's Witness told me the other day. All right. Well, Clefwood Dollars, and the Haggies, and all of them tell you the same thing. Why did he tell you everything was done away with at the cross and bless the Jewish people, and God gonna bless you? Well, God gonna bless me, then why am I still in this captivity? Why are they taking advantage of me so much? Why I can't call fire down from heaven? Why I can't heal the sick and raise the dead like Jesus said it was for his people? Somebody's lying. Anyway, and keep my sayings and to perform all the ordinances of the law and obey the commands of God. And obey what? The commands, because you're in the land, we just finished reading that, you're in the land of the heathen, the land of the enemies, in the land of heathen. If you don't know how it goes in the land of heathen, go read the second book of Adam and Eve. And when Satan came to Adam, oh, come on, Adam. Oh, me, you going to make 5 children. Oh, we going to do you just like I did, just like you done to Eve, you're going to do the same thing to me, boy. How he told Father Adam. Yeah, he came to Father Adam like you always come to Father as shapeshifter. And came to Father Adam, told Father Adam all that. And you don't have to worry about it. You can come down and live with me. You can live like you want. You can do like you want, and nobody going to tell you anything. Read the second book of Adam. That when he told Father Adam, yeah, and then told him you can do anything you want, say anything, because he tell you the same thing. All of them tell you the same thing now. God wants you to prosper. God wants you to have what you want to have. God wants you to do like you want to do. God wants those dreams that you dream yourself to come to pass. God wants you to have that mansion. God wants you to have that fire, that iron. Well, all right. There you go. No, that might be the same people. Yeah. Now somebody listening to us because I told you don't curse them because you cursed them before. So they put somebody else up there for you to curse. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I got that. Don't do it verbally. I got it. No, the other one you say is gonna come to pass. So listen what he said. And say, no, he said, obey the commands of God, but they told you all that's done away with. And so when you go read the second book of Adam, you that we do Adam, you ain't gotta live like that. You come down here and live with us. Yeah, you can do like you want to say. Nobody gonna say you nothing. No, you need to come and see them. They got tattoos on all over their bodies. They got their fingernail polish. They got their toenail polish. They wear false eyelashes. They got their eyebrows arched. They wear makeup, lipstick. They got their hair done, fried, dyed on the side. They got on the strange apparel. And you can have as many as you want. And that's what we do. That's what we will come and do. And Father Adam said, okay, let me see first. Let me pray. And Father Adam prayed. Satan had to get up. Yeah, Father Adam had to learn how to pray. All right. He learned how to pray, Father Adam. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Those people are going to die like Cain's children and Sodom. They're going to pay dearly. If they don't, that's right. I mean, I'm just telling you that we just finished reading that because that's what they did. Because they're doing the same thing when we was in Jerubbabel, not Zerubbabel, Jerubbabel, and they did the same thing. Right? That's when Midianites. So go read it. It's in the Midianites, and they're doing the same. That's why they keep all that up for you. And then, what does he like? Well, let's go get the finest of the finest, and what he is, a basketball player, football player, and he got that money. No, let's go get the best of the best and send before him. Go look at that picture of Shuttlesworth, that was Denzel Washington. He got game. Yeah. And when they go take him on a college campus. Yeah. That's true. That's true. There's no lie in that. That's true. All right. Anyway, let's go. No. And it says, obey the commands of God and walk not after your lust. And that's what we did. Walk after. No, that's in Eli's dream also. The woman was flirting with him. He started flirting back with him. Yeah. No, walk behind your lust. Because I make sure I speak nice to all of them. Yeah, you just speak nice to them. You're not flirting nothing. You're not say hello and hi and say a kind word or something like that. Without saying, oh, baby, now you know that's too much for you to have at one time. Too much for any woman to have. Stuff like that, man, going on. I'm just telling you. And walking after our own lust. That's what they do. When I grow up, this is what I'm going to have. This is the type of house I'm going to have. Yeah, sleep in this 2-room house, sleep in this 1-room shack. I don't grow up and I don't have me a match. And I don't have, no, I don't have to walk. I don't have these many cars. I don't buy the best. I'll buy me a Bugatti. Yeah, I don't buy a handmade car. Nobody never heard of it before. And I'm going to wear different suits every day. When they grew up, and they did, that's what they do. None of that is up to the Lord God. None of it. God didn't come not one time out of his mouth. He did everything according to his father, the devil. And they grew up with that. And then the demons, the devil, and Satan, man's on, I think it might have been on YouTube. I forgot where I saw it. It might have been on. Come on, here's the real deal. He got a $30 million chain he going to sell you. A $30 million chain. No, he put a $28 million, $24 million piece of stone in his head. That's right. Just telling you. Walking after their lust. And say, walk not after, that's us. We told us what was going to happen to us. Walk not after your lust, nor in the imagination of your thoughts, in the hardness of your heart. Hardness of your heart. So that's what we did. That was Israel did. Still doing it right now. Because you've been greatly deceived. Greatly deceived. Like these things that, because they're the ones who control the imagination of your heart, Satan. And they controlling the hardness of your heart. Yeah. They controlling the narrative. Because when you repent and open up, when you repent and obey the voice, keep the commandments, who controls it then? The Most High. Who wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you receive. So when somebody comes to you and tell you some foolishness, next time you get in trouble, call the crackheads. And he's a senator. And he's the senator telling you, well, we're going to really try to do something about this, America. We're going to try to change the tides. Right, we're going to pack fair from now on. We're going to give them the best of school just like everybody else had. We're going to give them the best of education just like everybody else. And we're going to change this. We're going to pack fair with them. All right, they ain't telling you that. Next time they get in trouble, call the police on them. Because they ain't nothing but crackheads anyway. I'm a senator. And we said this junk. I am John King. I am John Kennedy, and I approve this man. I don't care who he is. And I am John Kennedy, and I approve like he's saying something. You're not saying no, you're telling your shortcoming and that you don't care about somebody's child. You're not caring about that somebody's daughter that's a crackhead because you didn't educate them. Somebody's daughter's a crackhead because you made sure they didn't receive the right funds that they need to do whatever they need to do. That's what you tell them. That guy, because you call him crackhead, that's the same thing you're telling that woman that whose son or daughter just OD'd on fentanyl. You're telling them the same thing. Well, the next time he get in trouble, with something. Go call those who OD'd on fentanyl. Those who out there on fentanyl, because everybody don't OD on it. Go call one of them. That's what he's telling you. Same thing he's telling you. John Kennedy. Anything he's telling you doing that. Well, I'm a senator. And y'all hired me and elected me to do something about this problem. The fentanyl problem, the crack cocaine problem, the problem we've been having all these many years where we undereducated these people. We deceived them. We lied to them. And we're going to change that. We're going to change the whole Washington. We're going to change the politics. We're going to change everything. We're going to make sure we get it straight this time. You're not saying that. You're not saying that. It's just like I hired a tutor to teach me algebra. And he never said nothing. And see me making mistakes, he laughed. But you're my teacher. You're supposed to catch these and teach me the right way. You see? That's what they're doing. No, you got to know what they're doing. That's why God give you repentance. So when you give repentance, you can see everything that the demons and devils are doing. Because like you said, I never give Satan power over man. So you can see everything. No, my mystery secrets I reveal to my servant the prophets. Right. What the devils and demons are doing, I want to tell my servants the prophets and my servants the saints way before they even do them, way before they come to pass. And that's what we've been doing for them. Yeah. No, because when you listen to them, they control the narrative. That's why he told you, no matter how much Azazel speak, answer him not. That's what he told you. And you've been answering Azazel. Well, he is right. No, he's not right. He is wrong. All right. If you desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord should give her unto thee. There you go. Yeah. The CIA gave communities drugs and glorified and wicked culture and live with black culture. That's what they did. They're still doing now. They dubbed that they know jam. We put that crack cocaine in all the community. We gave it to them because that's what they did. I was one of them. So I seen them doing it. Yeah. I didn't know where he was getting it, but I never seen that stuff before I heard it. Right. I would say. All right, I'm just telling him. For do I know to persuade men of For do I now persuade men of God, or do I seek to please men? For if it yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ. And that's what Joyce Meyer was talking about, how she pleased her audience. Yeah, how she pleased her audience. She said there's going to be a rebroadcast. That was on Daystar, any one of them. But watch it. She tell you how she pleased her audience. Yeah, she's a people pleaser. Yeah. Oh, I wrote another book that I know that you will enjoy. Well, you think, well, I don't care. We hate them. This is how he speak. Along with the wicked music and the wicked ways trying to erase our true, innocent, righteous culture, trying to replace it with destructive, wicked culture. Yeah. And they were back. Because that's what they're doing now. That's what we just finished reading for Obadiah, how they was going to take everything from us. No, and they tell you what they're doing. They want it all. They say if the grape gatherer had came, would they not left some grapes? If the rivalers came by night, would they not left something? But these people want it all. And they own it all. That's what we can say, they own it all. All right, no, you tell them to get close. Anyway, let's continue on. Now, and glory not in the deeds and the strength of your youth. Glory not in the deeds and strength of youth. For these also is evil in the eyes of the Lord. And that's what they're doing now. They're still doing it. When I was young, man, that's what I did. Yeah, they're still doing it. I'm going to write a book about it and leave it in a book for you. Glory in the youth. George Meyer tell you that all the time. What she did with young T.G. Jake tell you what he did when he's young. All of them doing it. All right. No. And strength of thy youth, and also is evil in the eyes of the Lord. Since I also glory in the walls, no comely woman's face ever enticed me. No, I also glory, listen to what you said. I also glory that in walls, no comely woman's face enticed me. So if she was a comely woman, then that's what the basketball players says. Go look at their wives. They'll tell you how they look, rappers and everything. Go look at them. Ain't no comely. No, she too comely. I can't. She ain't got what it takes. The women with got there, they got money there. The same thing we say too. He's not handsome enough. He don't have it. Yeah, the same thing. Anyway, and reproved Reuben, my brother, concerning Bilhah, the wife of my father, the spirit of jealousy and of fornication arrayed themselves against me. And so that's what they keep. That was an Eli dream too. They keep those two spirits always upon him. Fornication and jealousy. That's why they put the football player back. Now I heard somebody say that the rappers always out there with it. No. Oh, man, I'm trying to see that. No, because they said when I was young, I was way better than that when I was young. They tell you that. All right. Let's say, reprove Reuben, all right. Spirit of jealousy and fornication arrayed themselves against me. And that's why they give you on them posts so you can relive this, relive that. A lot of things they're doing it. Until I lay with Bathshua the Canaanite and Tamar, who was espoused to my son. Bathshua the Canaanite and Tamar, who was espoused to my son. For I said to my father-in-law, I will take counsel with my father, so I will take thy daughter. So you go on, Dad, well, I want to, Jacob, Father Jacob, I want to marry this woman. Yeah, I had to take counsel with my mother and my father. Me just went out there, and I paid for it every time. And she was, no. And he was unwilling, but showed me a boundless store of gold in his daughter's behalf. Yeah. No. That's what we did. Say, look, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. You're going to be this, you're going to be that. But he showed me boundless store of gold in his daughter's behalf, for he was a king, and he adored her with golds and pearls, and caused her to pour out wine for us at the feast with the beauty of women. See? Now that's what they do. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Just tell them. No, we paid for that. We paying for that right now today. What our father Judah did. Because they think that's a weakness in all of Israel. They don't know how to hold it. They're Gentile. We made them Gentile. They don't know how to hold it genitalians. Yeah, they're no. Anyway, that's what they think until they find out differently. Until you show them differently, really. Right? Because that's what if you go there, keep it all in front of your face, man. Go read. Anyway, let's continue. That's why they keep in the New Testament and don't want you to go to the Old Testament. Because you see the testament of our Father and see how they tricked us and deceived us into committing fornication and adultery. And then you say, man, you know what? I've been going through all. That's all I got to do is live a chaste and holy life, and this is going to happen to me. This is the type of power I'm going to see. This is the things I'm going to do. And they don't want you to have that. But you out there, oh, man, look how beautiful she is. Boy, I'm going to give me a woman like that. Oh, man, look how handsome he is. I'm going to give me one like that. See? All right. No, and then he tell you, she adored with gold, pearls, and caused to pour out wine at us. Feast with the beauty of a woman, because that's what they did. If you go read the second book of Adam and Eve, that's why they get their toenail painted, fingernail painted, long eyelash, eyebrows arch, no wax, right? Hair fried, dyed, and laid aside, and all that stuff. That's why they do it, to deceive you. Yeah. We already read that. Because Father Reuben told us that, Father Simeon told us, Father Levi told us, now Father Jude telling us the same thing. Right. And the wine turned aside my eyes, and pleasure blind my heart. Wine turned aside my eyes, and the pleasure blinded my heart. Yeah. Me and us going to do a roly-poly, we're going to do a rock. Whatever it is, you see, whatever your heart desires, still you turn away from it because you never learned. You learned that from them. They didn't know. That's who you learned it from. Them, not them. Them. That's who you learned it from on the television. They start them children out small. No, they didn't put it on your disc today, but they put it on there with they got dating sites for children. And nobody tell them nothing about that, but let me put something up there. Oh, we're going to string him up. We're going to run him out of time. We're going to put him on the rails and bring him out of time. We're going to bring him up cold in there. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. All right. If I post something like that, but they can do it all they want. And nothing's going to happen. You see, they're doing it. All right. And the wine turned aside my eyes, and pleasure blinded my heart. And I became inured. Well, enamored. That's what it's found. Enamored. And I laid with her. And he laid with her. And transgressed the commandments of the Lord. And how many times we've done that? Male and female, they didn't done that. Yeah, I can't hold back no more. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. No, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Save it for your husband. He understands. No, don't post. Don't post. Not Jeb. I'm saving that one. And Ecclesiasticus. No, we're saving that one. Wait. All right. Yeah, but that's what they did. Enamored of, and I lay with her, and transgressed the commandments of the Lord. See, our father was already keeping those commandments way before the Torah was released and everything. So we have been doing that ever since before we left the go all the way back to Adam and Eve. Because they was down there, Canaan children was down there doing everything, but we was on top of our mountain, living pious and holy lives, chaste lives, and doing what the Most High commanded us to do. And then after so many years, we went down off that mountain. And then when we down off that mountain, we couldn't come back, but we repented and went back living pious and chased holy lives when we saw the filth and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, now I'm not going to get into it too deep. I'm just telling you the time is almost up, man. I don't want to miss sunset. And no. And transgress the commandments of the Lord and the commandments of my fathers. And the commandments of my fathers, that's plural, because that's where you turn the hearts of the children back for. Because our fathers never left us strict instructions, covenants, commandments, and laws to live by that are not grievous, and how we can overcome everything of the Bilhah, everything of this world, and receive everything of God, what he had prepared, the treasures of God, the gift of God, the glory of God. Oh man, so many gifts. What y'all receiving it now? Right. The holy angels, oh man, everything. But we're doing everything according to what we have learned from being the land of heathen, being the land of our enemies. We done the same thing when we was in Egypt, done the same thing when we was in Babylon. But this is the last time. And so this time, God cleaning all of our hearts. We get new hearts, we get circumcised hearts. All the laws, commandments, statutes, and judgment are written upon how we have become the living sacrifice. Just like Jesus is the living sacrifice, we have become the living sacrifice. All right, and we receive the power from up on high. All right, just letting you know. And I took her to wife, and the Lord rewarded me according to the imagination of my heart. This is what he said. The Lord, no, because the same thing happened to me. He rewarded me according to imagination of my heart, insomuch I had no joy in her children. Yeah, no, had no joy. Now I can tell you a whole lot of that. Yeah. No, they got all over them women. Yeah. And then they didn't do what's right, and I want to rule them and be over him. And they have a child and everything. You trying to, no. Then when you break up and everything from where she forced it, he forced it, whatever, how you want to put it. And next thing you know, to teach the children to hate him. I hate him. You want to hate him too, but he didn't do me nothing. I don't care, and you better learn how to hate him. And that's what they teach them, hate. Yeah. No, when they grew up that way, because the mom and them taught them how to hate. Male or female, don't be anybody teach you how to hate. Because you go in the Seventh-day Adventist church, do they teach you love, or do they teach the children love, or the people love, or do the children teach? Well, he's not a Seventh-day Adventist. He's not like you. Now, you can't have nothing to do with it. No, and then the anger and stuff, and then he go in there, talk to them all playing, gone through, and tell them what they're not doing. They raise up, man, and well, we want to kill you now because you're not a Christian. You're not Seventh-day. No, I'm doing the same Jehovah Witness. He's not a Jehovah Witness. Now, you know he's doing run up. HY people. He don't have on no friends. He's not no HY person. I see how you. He's not wearing those colors. He's not a part of us. We got to go get him. All I'm doing is saying when you catch in the right spot, that nose in the heart come out the mouth and defiles a man. All right? You going to see? Keep watching. It don't come out. Why? You hear them people over there say they're of God and they're prophets and saints and they worship God and everything and don't go to church? No, and they're not Christian, but they say they worship God and they can do all these different things. You see those people over there? Don't be a part of them. Don't even go around them. I hate them. I don't want nothing to do with them. It's going to come out. Watch. Keep watching. All right? Because I know it, because the Lord God said it's going to come out. All right, was in the heart, come out the mouth and defiles a man. Watch and see them. Keep watching. All of it's going to come out, bro. Because Jesus said it's going to come out. Anyway, let's go. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us. Send that fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hands against a strange nation and let them see that power. As thou was sanctifying us before them, So be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee. There's no God but thou, O God. Show new sign, make other strange wonder, glorify thy hand and right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous words, raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy, make the time shall remember the covenant, and let them declare their wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite and son the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say, there's no other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and harry them as from the beginning. And harry thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that are called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, the holy city, the place of thy rest, and fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracle, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony to those that thou hast possessed from again, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servant, call the blessing of Aaron over thy people, that all that dwell upon earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. All right. No, I got a few seconds. No, because now, well, I mean, if I'm lying, then they got a little thing on there now, man. We know we call, I mean, lies you and told the day. Right, say that. All right. It's all right. I don't worry about what they do to us. But I worry about what we're going to do to them. The Most High going to do to them. That's what they got to be worried about. Because when it started, no, there shall be blood. What they say, there shall be blood up to the horse's brow. Oh, God has showed me the day. Oh, I said, man, there it is right there. There it is right there. Everything as was prophesied is falling into place. Everything. Yeah. No, if you don't obey the voice, keep the commandments, you're not going to see it. But if you obey the voice, keep the commandments, you're going to see it all. Say, oh, I see it all. So plain and clear, God showed you in the dream and the vision. Yeah. 3 dragons. First, no, because he's strengthening Eli. Because at first, Jaziel was seeing the dragons. That's all. Yeah, I saw the different dragons. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the different dragons. Yeah. Anyway, come on down, Jane. And where Yehuda at? Yeah, Yehuda. He looks like, you know, and now, no, Yehuda. They're changing for Yehuda also, yeah. Yeah, you can see it changing for him. God wants y'all to start reading more and more of y'all dreams, man. Take your time. Take your time, like you had a jagged blade, and that would be what? That's teeth. If they have jagged edges on, that's teeth. So type in teeth. Type in teeth. It's gonna come up. God give you the weapon to destroy them people. Eli. That was their dream about. That dream is because if they ain't had no eyes, so they can't see. They have no mouth, they can't speak. They have no ears, then they can't hear. Yeah. So just type in one of them and see what comes up. Just type in one and see what comes up. You know, you got a lot of that in there. You know, I can see God strengthen you. I can see God strengthen you, Eli. No, don't take it as something negative because you gave it to, because it could be a warning dream. It could be a warning dream. Yep. Stop flirting with. Right. Don't give your power and strength to them, because that could be a warning dream. See, if you go there flirt with them and do those things, then you give your power to to the dragons. So, yeah, man. Oh, nah, because next you'll have a dream like that, the next time you get a different type of dream. All right. Uh, I had the dragons eating out my hand. And then I seen the dragon eating up people. Or was eating up. He ate them up. I think he ate them up first. Then after he finished eating up there, I had a sandwich in my hand. Then he came and ate the sandwich out my hand. Now, that was a red one. That was a red one. Yeah. No, the clear one I saw, that was like Kung Fu Panda type one. And I think he swallowed the moon. If I'm not mistaken, he swallowed the moon. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, told you, man. Just telling you. Come on, no, Belteshazzar, I know you might be waiting on somebody. I know that sun going down, man. There she go. Well, you know, because you got a new moon coming. Let me see when that new moon is. Not the new moon, a full moon. Not the new moon is on 22nd. The full moon, because the full moon is a blood moon. And that's what the day is. Yeah, that's next week, next Monday. Yeah, next Monday evening on the 7th. It's not a good day because they have next day on a full moon. They have the elections on a full moon, and it's a blood moon. So it's not gonna be good. Them elections not gonna be good. I'm telling you, what you think I'm telling you about? No, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. That's them. God gonna reward them according to works, according to their deeds. Gonna punish them. Yeah. Because they're not for the people, they're for themselves. And you can't see that. God didn't show you that. They're not for y'all. And God told you, don't do what they do. Obey my voice, keep my commandments, vote for me. The Most High telling you. Give Caesar what belongs unto Caesar, and give God what belongs unto God, and give me mine. Jesus said, the Eternal bless thee and keep the Eternal make his face to shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Eternal lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Know the reason why y'all ain't having all the dreams and vision like y'all been having. Now, it's still gonna come, but something bad is about to happen. It's already happened, but God ain't showing it to you. He gonna show it to you. Might show you something that you haven't seen all the time. Now he's gonna show you coming in the past. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord. I am Elijah. Until next time. Mm-mm.